Have you ever felt punished just because you waited too long for something? There are moments in life when silence hurts more than words, when patience feels like weakness. But sometimes, the quietest souls carry the loudest strength. In a small mountain village surrounded by misty hills and winding rivers, lived a young man named Ayaan. Fiery, restless, and ambitious. He worked as an apprentice in a carpenter's shop, where the scent of fresh wood and sawdust filled the air. Every morning, as the first rays of sunlight painted the peaks gold, Ayaan would sit by the window sharpening tools and dreaming of success. He imagined people knowing his name, respected, admired, and proud of what he had built. But dreams are patient, and Ayaan was not. The world around him seemed unfair. His friends had left the village long ago, chasing bigger lives in the city. They posted pictures of new clothes, bright cafes, and smiling faces under captions like "Living the Dream." And there he was, still, sweeping sawdust off the same floor, carving the same wood under the same quiet sky. No matter how hard he worked, his master, old Rahim, never praised him. He would only say, "Good work takes time, Ayaan. Don't rush the wood or life." Those words irritated him. "Easy for you to say," Ayaan muttered one day. "You already have everything, but I'm wasting my life sanding wood." Days turned into months. The rhythm of the hammer and chisel no longer felt satisfying. The silence of the workshop started to echo inside him. Not peace, but pressure. Every knock of the hammer felt like time slipping away. He began counting his failures instead of his progress. One evening, as the sky burned orange with sunset, Ayaan slammed his tools down. His eyes were tired, his voice sharp with frustration. "Master Rahim, I'm done waiting. When will I get my chance? I've been working for 2 years." Rahim looked up slowly. There was no anger in his eyes, only calm, the kind that comes from understanding storms you've already survived. He didn't argue, he didn't explain. He simply pointed to a half-finished chair lying in the corner, one that Ayaan had carved weeks ago, but abandoned halfway. "Sit," Rahim said softly. Ayaan frowned. "It's not ready yet." Rahim smiled gently. "Exactly." Ayaan stared, confused and impatient. The silence between them felt heavier than the wood itself. Rahim walked toward a small cupboard and took out 2 old planks of wood. One was rough and cracked. The other was smooth, polished and strong. He placed them side by side on the workbench. "Tell me, Ayaan," Rahim asked, "which one looks stronger?" Ayaan ran his hand over them. "The second one," he said without hesitation. Rahim nodded. "The first one was rushed. I cut corners to finish it fast. It looked perfect for a week, then broke under the weight of use. The second one," he said gently tapping it, "took months. I shaped it with patience. It's been here for 15 years. Then Rahim looked into Ayaan's eyes, a look deep enough to quiet his restless thoughts. "The world admires speed, my son, but life rewards patience. A seed doesn't bloom by shouting at the soil. It grows quietly, in its own time." Those words didn't feel like advice. They felt like truth. That night, Ayaan couldn't sleep. He lay awake, watching the candle flicker beside his bed. He thought about every time he rushed, every time he compared his life to others, and how it only made him more unhappy. He realized something important. He wasn't growing slowly, He was growing deeply. The next morning before sunrise, Ayaan walked back into the workshop. The shop was quiet, the air cool. He picked up his unfinished chair and began again. This time, slower, more mindful. Each stroke of sandpaper felt like a breath of meditation. Each cut of the chisel sounded like a rhythm, steady, patient, alive. The wood that once resisted him now seemed to listen. Days passed, then weeks, then months. And when the chair was finally complete, it wasn't just beautiful, it was flawless. The grain glowed in the morning light. The shape was perfect, every edge polished with care. When a local merchant saw it, he was amazed. He offered Ayaan a high price for the chair. But before Ayaan could speak, Rahim shook his head. This chair is not for sale. It's for the boy who learned the power of patience. Ayaan stood silent, emotion filling his heart. For the first time, he didn't smile because of success. He smiled because he finally understood the art of waiting without giving up. Years later, Ayaan opened his own workshop at the edge of the same village. It was small, but every piece he crafted carried a story. Not of speed, but of care and soul. People admired his work. They said his furniture had peace in it, as if patience had been carved into the wood itself. And when a young apprentice grew restless or angry, Ayaan would smile, just like Rahim once did, and say, "Don't rush your journey. Even sunrise waits for the night to pass." The boy would look at him, puzzled, just as Ayaan once did. And Ayaan would softly add, "Patience isn't delay, it's preparation. Every slow moment is shaping you for something greater." As the years passed, Ayaan became known not just for his craft, but for his calm wisdom. The sound of his workshop was gentle, the steady rhythm of work guided by peace, not pressure. And sometimes, when the wind blew through the open window, he could almost hear Rahim's voice whisper, "Good work takes time, Ayaan. Don't rush the wood or life." If you learned something valuable from this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Bani Tales. Stay connected for more inspiring stories that will guide your heart and mind.